Now it is my honor to introduce the student speakers for the evening. We'll be hearing from the valedictorian of the senior class, Tanner Nickles, the salutatorian, Christina Morago, senior class speaker, Tristan Odenkirk, and senior class speaker, Alyssa Tarpley.
First off, congratulations, class of 2016. I would first like to recognize an individual who is part of our class, who is currently fighting a battle that I pray none of us have to endure. I would like to invite all of us to take a moment and recognize Zoe Vanasek and extend our support to her and her family. When I look back at my high school experience, one of the most eye-opening realizations is the fact that I'm not particularly special. Anything I could do, you or someone else could do better. I used to believe that my dreams were inherent, that I was entitled to success because I believed that if I worked harder, studied harder, and dreamed the biggest dreams, that I would achieve them simply because I had the audacity to do so. I quickly began to realize that every time my parents said, "Life is hard," first, even when I rolled my eyes, they really meant it. Second, that I should start listening to my mom. But most importantly, the third is I realized that my dreams, although attainable, were unrealistic to achieve on my own. I needed help. I realized that what stood between me and where I wanted to be was simply a mountain of hard work. I believe that in order to get from where I want to be, from where I am to where I want to be, on top of a metaphorical mountain, if you will, I need a friend, a good stretch, and the courage to forge my own path. To begin a journey, I thought it would be a good idea to find a friend. If you believe it, finding one friend was hard because I wasn't looking just for anyone. I was looking for the right one. Someone who dreamed as much as I did, but was in turn a lot stronger than me. I got really lucky because in turn my friends saw more in me than I ever saw in myself. And even when we were in the gym, in the classroom, or on the field, I felt happy, and what I was doing felt a little less like hard work. I realized in that moment that happiness is a choice, that I could choose to live in an environment that either encourages or deters me. I believe that the greatest judge of character are in moments of impact, moments which come from those who surround our lives. They are the times that mean the most to us or the ones who surround us. These are the times that I believe have the potential to change my life and will forever create my memories. And these moments, shared with this friend, define my character. So when you go for a hike, I suggest bringing a friend. The second thing I realized is that I have incredibly tight hamstrings. So in order to climb this mountain, I need a stretch. When your hamstrings cramp, it feels like you've lost a leg. As if your hamstrings are ignited on fire, and the hope of reaching the pinnacle of any mountain is completely unattainable, given your excruciating state. Unfortunately, the world is filled with metaphorical hamstring cramps in the form of doubters, discouragers, and other rude individuals who want to see nothing more than see you not succeed. I learned you have two choices when your hamstrings cramp. You either can give into it or stretch it out and continue on. So in order to reach the peak of a mountain, don't let the voices of others silence your inner voice. Continue to strive for the peak of success because you never know what's beyond the last hamstring stretch. And in my experience, the best way to stretch out your hamstrings is Friday happy hour yoga, where 67-year-old women teach you these life lessons. Finally, when climbing the mountain, you must have the courage to forge your own path. We are very similar to the other 3.3 million kids graduating from high school this year. In the way, we must now discover who we are and who we are meant to be. No longer can we regard ourselves as sharks of our own little sea, but now instead, we're more like Nemo, alone, lost in a very large ocean. Being an individual lost in a staggering statistic is overwhelming. But I have learned to have the courage to strive for my dreams in spite of fear. We must learn that failure is inevitable and essential. But it's comforting to know that these failures will too be lost in the numbers, while our successes in turn will be what is remembered. I will be the first to say that I feel that I've failed in more ways than I've succeeded, lost more dreams than I've achieved. But now I stand here today more equipped, knowledgeable, and proud of the person I have become, and I'll continue to strive to be. Stay true to what you believe in so that one day you can embark on the path that's truly meant for you. When climbing a mountain, in the end, it's not how you got there. It's that in the end you did. So class of 2016, here we are at the top of one of our mountains. And undoubtedly, we have many more to climb. But to me, hard work looks a lot like opportunity. So when you climb your next mountain, make sure you bring a friend, stretch out your hamstrings, and have the courage to forge your own path. Thank you, class of 13, and congratulations. I would like to give a personal shout out to Robbie, or Mr. Robinette, because I just love him so much. And now I would like to introduce the next speaker, our salutatorian, Christina Moraga.